Periscope while we're doing an interview, right? So everybody can know. This is how social media
Oh
works.
yeah.
Periscope, my Periscope peeps, so that they can be able to experience the Blab journey as well. Everything is going good. I tell people this is the year for me. This was the year of alignment. I think every year is a year of alignment for me. So everything is all about positioning, being positioned where you know you are purposed. So that I'm intentional about that every single day. And with that said, I take advantage of every day. Everything is good. And if it's not good, I got to do something consciously to switch it, to change it. So I can't complain.
All right, good stuff. So, what are you doing these days? Like, what is it? I'm going to ask some questions that I know in the audience they want to know. All right. You're an entrepreneur, you're full time, right? You have this life. And we know there are certain things you have to do in order to keep it, to secure it down, to make sure that it remains that way. You don't just wake up one day, it's like, oh, I'm there, I'm done, right? That just isn't the reality. So what time do you wake up in the morning? And what time do you lay down? That's the first question, because I think some people get it a little bit twisted about exactly what it really takes. So that's what I want to know first.
So the answer to that, the normal time is 4:30 in the morning. That's my token time. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I had suffered from insomnia for 4 years, recently got affiliated to a company that had natural organic products that made me sleep longer. So these days I've been going to sleep about 6 or 7. I mean, I wake up at about 6 a.m. But I go to sleep late. I'm a midnight, 12:30, sometimes 1 a.m. kind of person. And it's not good. You do have to get your sleep to be fully functional, right? You need a good 5 to 6 hours of sleep. But I'm a 4:30 a.m. person. That's when my peak time is. I feel like you get a 3.5 hour start on your day above everyone else. And you're also in a position to really maximize the quietness at that time. It is absolutely quiet. So I'm getting back in my routine after the holidays to get back to that point of waking up at 4:30 a.m. So that's my token time.
Nice. Yeah, I'm a 5 a.m.er. I did a training last night, and it started at 8:30, and I was like, ooh, this is going to be rough, because my youngest goes to bed at 8:30, my oldest goes to bed at 9, and your girl is out by 9:30, like a lawyer.
Wow.
I'm like, oh, yeah, let me get my sleep, get my 8 in, and I'm back up. Usually I wake up naturally at 5:30, or I could wake up at 5 with the alarm. And I agree with you. It's almost like it's not just the house that's quiet, because I'm home by myself during the day. The kids are at school, right? But it's a different kind of quiet at 4:30, 5 o'clock, 5:30. It's a different kind of
focused quiet. No cell phone ringing. A focused quiet. No cell phone ringing. Yeah. No social media notifications. No kids pulling on you. I mean, it's really a great focus hour.
Yes, it is. So that's pretty awesome to know. Okay, I got that. I could check that. Check right on that. Now, I wanted to ask you a little bit about your journey, where you are now versus where you started. You've been in this industry for a while, and I believe, is your degree in marketing as well?
My undergrad degree is in IT, actually, in radio, television, and film. So I went to college and got a degree in information technology, which I just so happened to end up being in internet marketing, right? And also in radio, television, and film. I have a minor in radio, television, and film. So that brings in the social media, YouTube, Periscope piece of my life. It all tied in together, right? Yeah, so that's the undergrad. That's kind of where my background comes from. And thank you, Kenya Kelly, for all the love. She's giving me some what is this, blab hands? Keep them coming, Kenya Kelly. What are they?
Props.
Props? All right. I like these props. Kenya giving me all this love. My Periscope people giving me love. I love it. Yes.
So let's get into when was it, have you experienced a time in your life where you weren't sure you were going to be able to go forward? You weren't sure you were going to be able to take that next step? In the seasons we're in, this is the season where there's pretty much two feelings. There's many people that are depressed. They're feeling like, oh, it's another year almost gone. I haven't accomplished what I want to accomplish. Then you have those that are like, okay, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. I'm here. It's going to be okay. have you experienced a time when you had to overcome the voices in your head, overcome the circumstances? Because see, the circumstances, they don't stay around, right? But sometimes they guide decisions, causing them to stay longer. So have you ever had a moment in your life, in your journey as an entrepreneur, where you had to overcome this, and how did you do it?
Absolutely. Every day. Every day is the voices in your head, right? But if you want to talk about a major situation, I often share that I went through a stage of, real estate, being an agent, having great success, but ended up being broke, bankrupt, foreclosed, repossession, homeless, and on welfare. And then God has such a sense of humor. He showed us that we were pregnant. Now, that situation in and of itself was probably where I went from being a dreamer to a faith believer. And when I say that, I was in my early 20s when I got into real estate, fresh out of college, and I had the American dream on my mind. Do something, get very rich, and be successful for the rest of your life. But I was very naive because I didn't know that you can reach a pinnacle of success and then hit rock bottom a year later. I didn't know that. So it was my journey to discovery of being an adult and also being a believer in knowing that no matter what's going on in your life, that God has a way of turning things around. So I went through a period of, I can't even really say I was in a place of being dark, because when all of this was happening, I sensed it. It was kind of crazy, spiritual. But I had read a lot of books up to that point. I had started reading a lot of books, started listening to a lot of audios. And one of the things that I had heard was the average millionaire files bankruptcy 7 times or 2.3 times, right? And so when I felt that our lives were starting to collapse, I knew it was time to pull out because the bills were getting high. The bill collectors kept calling. Real estate market went to a screeching halt. I went from having my biggest month in December of 2005 in real estate. I had started real estate either 2003 or 2004, but I had made $45,000 in December. That was like my biggest month of the year ever. And the year prior, I had read the book, The Millionaire Real Estate Agent, that taught me how to plan your success in your business. When I did that, I had mapped out how much I wanted to earn. It kind of basically gets you to start from the end, begin with the end in mind, right? So it was identify how much you want to earn, then backtrack your way to identify how many transactions you need to do and blah, 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 blah. So my goal was the following year to do 150, I think it was like $153,000 or $157,000. I ended up doubling or tripling that the following year, with my biggest month being in December. But the minute January 2006 hit, you felt it. The whole decline just was like, everything just got quiet. And it took me from my biggest month in January to not having a closing until June of 2006. And I started feeling a shift. And by 2007, every bill collector known to man was calling. We were real estate investors, so we had condos. We were investing in pre-construction property. My goal was to be a miniature Donald Trump. I wanted to acquire 25 rental properties a year. I wanted to have a huge portfolio. I wanted to be Donald Trump, a female version. That's when Carlton Sheets was out and all these different real estate buffs. And so in my mind, I was on my path and there was no way for this to be slowed up. But when I felt it slowing up, it's like spiritually I was being prepared. And I started telling my husband, listen, I think we need to let this stuff go. And in his mind, you don't ruin your credit. You don't file bankruptcy. That's like the worst of the worst. And I'm like, no, let's get it done. I literally put all the paperwork together. This year, we were homeless, living with friends in a spare bedroom, baby on the way. And I was kind of just like, what is my next move to get back to where I just was? So it really wasn't a long stage to be depressed or dark or discouraged. It was, dang, I can't believe we just lost everything, but a baby's on the way. You only have 3 more months before she's coming. You better figure something out, and you better figure it out fast. And so I just got on the internet. All we had was Wi-Fi in a broke down laptop that I had in my real estate days. And I got on that computer, and every day I was searching for solutions. How do you make money from home? Nobody would hire me. I was pregnant. And the thought of going to a job making $10, never. Not after you've been making $10,000 on average, $15,000 a month. No. So that's when internet marketing came into my life. And it just was a continuous commitment to figure out the skill that I needed to develop to create success. So that was one of my darkest moments, but it wasn't a dark moment. It was a growth moment. And now every day, You ask, do you ever get discouraged or whatever? Every day I have to fight the voices in my head. Because I come across challenges like anybody else. So I just had a major situation occur the past couple of days, and I've been getting the frantic panic calls and, all these things to make me get frustrated. And I laid in my bed yesterday morning, and all the stuff was pounding like, okay, what do we do with this? What do we do with that? Just kind of going back and forth. And it was like, Nicole, you can't control that. You release the things you can't control, focus on the things you can, pray over the stuff that you hope will change. And if it doesn't change, you woman up and you figure out a solution and keep it moving. So those are kind of the things that I deal with now. When I had the voices and the what ifs, it's like, man up. You got to get over it. Get over it and move forward, because you can't control what you can't control. You can only control you. And all I can do is get up every morning and put forth my best effort to make things happen. So I know that was a long answer, but
good. Okay, well, let me ask you this. We've gone into, can you hear the echo, or is that just me?
That's just you.
Okay, good. Oh, when you talk about purpose, preparation, and position, which exactly did the purpose, is that in a particular order, or could it be preparation, position, purpose? Position, purpose, preparation? Or is it in that order for a particular reason?
I can't say that it should be in an order. I think every day is purposed, right? A lot of us, I used to be that person like, what is my one purpose in life? There is no one purpose. You're going to have purposes every day. Today, I got a purpose to wake up and be a mama and get my kids to school on time. Today, I have a purpose to show up on time for my appointments, right? I think a lot of us are caught up in one specific purpose. But what I've discovered is it's the ability to live life on purpose, knowing that everything that I do, eventually it'll align itself with what God has called me to be. I'm not trying to make this a spiritual thing, but it is a spiritual thing, right? We all were born with a purpose in life to do something that nobody else on this earth can do. I spent pretty much all my college years chasing purpose, praying, Lord, why am I here? Looking in the mirror. Why were you here? Why are you tall? Why are you this? Why are you that? I went through those seasons of questioning, but what I discovered is that you're always going to have a vision of something in your immediacy. Right now, the vision that I have is me and my family being in a position to be surrounded by a community of people where there's no financial worries. We finally bought a house, and have this, that, and the other decorated. And, it's the simple things about our family. But it's also understanding that you have to be prepared for what you envision, right? I have a goal and a vision of community. I have a goal and a vision of this perfect house and this, that, and our family traveling and all these things. But I have to be intentional of my daily actions. If I know we want to buy a house, like right now, we haven't owned a house since we went bankrupt. And the reason why is because we've been in about 5 different cities since we went bankrupt, right? We move almost every year. We've been in about 5 cities since that situation occurred, and randomly keep moving to these random places just to give it a try to see if we want to stay. So we never really bought a house. Didn't want to, because I didn't want to get stuck in these different cities. And so now I'm at a point where I'm like, stability time, right? I want a house. Okay, if you want to buy a house, you got to prepare yourself to get the house. You can pray for the house. You can wish for the house. You can dream for the house. But do you have your credit in order? Have you started saving money to put a deposit down on the house? Have you mapped out the key things that matter most when looking for a house? Do you know what kind of community, schools? You got to start preparing for that move, for that season to come in your life. You can't just say, oh, I hope I get a house. Then you find the house and you don't have no deposit, no down payment. You don't have your credit ain't together. All these things. So the thing is identifying what is it that you want and start connecting to what does that vision look like? And what do I need to do to get prepared for that? One of the biggest issues that many of us have is we have a bunch of wishes with no action plan. And it's like, you can't just dream your way to a result. You better put in some level of work and be intentional about your effort so it can help to produce the result. So purpose, preparation, and positioning, it all ties in. But positioning, I can't say positioning comes last, but God will position you where he purposes you. In essence, when you have prepared yourself, then you can get promoted in that position. A lot of us want the fame. We want the money. We want the celebrity. We want to be on social media, showing that, work, like, for example, working out. We all love to show them pictures of us working out in a gym. But it's not about what you show on social media. It's what you do when you put a fork to your mouth. It's what you do when you in the gym and no cameras are on. How heavy are you lifting? How fast are you running? How many calories are you burning? Because when summertime come around, all them little cute Instagram photos are great. But what does your body look like as a result of you posing for the gram? Did it show that you were prepared so that when the summertime come, you can be positioned in your bikini? Right? Like life is about the ability to commit to an action that will give you the end result. And then God will position you and elevate you when you do what's required. So that to me is how it's set up. I do believe that God doesn't call the qualified. He'll qualify your call. So sometimes you'll be positioned somewhere where you don't feel granted, and you'll grow into a level of maturity to fit that role. But it's always being intentional that I'm going to do what I got to do so that I can win in this role, if that makes sense.
Oh my God, that makes a lot of sense. I know everybody's loving this, and you actually just spoke life into me, because I'm going to just be very transparent real quick. I am one of those people that be like, hey, what is my purpose? What is my one purpose? What is it exactly that I'm supposed to be, doing? Where should I be? And then I'll end up in places and outside forces will speak, oh, this is it. But inside I can tell, nah, this isn't it. Like, I'm not there. This isn't it. I don't care what it looks like on the outside. Other people, I can just tell, right? And so when you said, there's multiple purposes, I'm like, yeah, I can kind of relax in that. That makes so much sense. And then we also talked about preparing for your vision. I've been one that same kind of thing. I prepare, but in my situation, the vision wasn't clear, if that makes sense. I had a clear vision and I accomplished it, to be a stay-at-home mom, right? I happen to be a single mom, but I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, even though I was a single mom. And so I became a stay-at-home single mom in 2013, and that was the only, that was the vision. That was it. It seemed so unreachable at the time that when I reached it, I didn't realize I didn't have anything after it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So just recently, I've had to really stop working, stop with all the busy stuff, stop with all the things that, they create content, they create things, but without a vision, it's just like air.
Yeah.
It's not, what I'm saying? There's no substance, right? So I had to stop and become clear again. What is it I want now? Where am I going now?
There you go.
Who's I'm supposed to help now, right?
Well, and it's going to change. So for example, one of my besties, her name is Andrea Boulder, and this young lady started off being someone that was a student of mine on social media, turned out to become my assistant, then my business partner, and now she's just one of those people where she's my executioner, is what I call it, right? So as a matter of fact, Bold Unapologetic Success podcast is coming back, and she's now going to be my co-host, because there's several things we're working on behind the scenes together. But yesterday we had a call, and she was saying, you know what, Nick, I'm so spread out. I don't know where I should be putting my focus. Now, she's a beast. She's an Olympic gold medal winner. She's very good at completion. So she'll knock a project out and get it up and running, but it never makes it to its fullness because there's always a new project on the horizon, right? So we know that well in the internet marketing space. I'm always working on this new idea. And new ideas can often be your demise if you're not careful. So her and I sat down. While she's talking, in my head, I said, okay, we need to get very, very clear on what our focus needs to be. It's not about the impression of what other people have going on. It's not about we got to get away from wanting to look good on social media. That's a bunch of baloney. Because if you're not happy, if you're not fulfilled, and if your bank account is raw and raggedy, then you're doing something wrong. Stop doing stuff for the impression of a social media like or comment, and begin getting clear for the benefit of your household. Okay. So as she was talking, in my mind, I'm a trainer by gift, right? Naturally gifted to train, teach, speak. And so she's speaking, and I had in my head, okay, we need to figure this out. So while she's talking, I'm doing this little map, right? I'm going to show it to you guys. I started creating this little map. So I'm going to tell you what this map is. So I told her, I said, get off the phone. I'm going to do a hangout with you. We're going to do an exercise so we can get clear of where your focus needs to go now, right? So by the time we hung up the phone and got on Hangout, I had created this. This is a little blueprint that I wrote out. This is what we did yesterday. So let me tell you guys what this is, so everybody can do this and be able to connect with this exercise, because this to me is about the purpose, the preparation, and the positioning that will lead to your profit. Okay. So what this is what I had her do in the center. And this is my own personal chart. In the center, I said, I want you to identify what is your ultimate goal of where you feel you want to be. What does that picture look like? And this can be by trade, right? It can be by trade. It can be by lifestyle, career, income status, whatever. So in the middle for mine is what I know ultimately that I was born to do, that I was purposed to do, that God consistently aligns in me, that I know I need to be doing every day. Like this is a part of my makeup, the fabric of my makeup is teaching, training, speaking, writing, and then I've added traveling on there, and then creating automated passive income streams, right? And so I have on here what my ultimate goal is monthly for 2016. So my ultimate monthly goal for 2016 is to get to 100K a month, right? $100,000 a month. Okay. So I wrote that down in the middle. What is your ultimate goal? And this is not like, oh, I want to be rich. No, these are the key things that I feel I'm at my core when I'm doing these things. So speaking, training, teaching, traveling, writing, that is who Nicole S. Cooper is and who God has given her the gifts to become in this life that I live. Right. So that's this piece of it. The second, then I told her, oh no, this is the other side, right? I'm holding this thing while we're doing Periscope. Periscopers, y'all better be giving me some hearts before I shut y'all down. I'm holding this phone while I'm trying to do this thing. Okay, thank you. Give me them hearts. Don't be playing with me, Periscope. All right, give me some hearts. I ain't slipping on my hearts. Okay, so the other side over here, okay? What is this? To your, I don't know. You figure it out. But the other side was examples of who is living my ideal life. Who are the people that I look to and I say, wow, I can see me doing what they're doing. I can see there's a connection to that person because the outcome that they're living is what I know is in the vision for my life, right? So mine has on here Pat Flynn, John Lee Dumas, Marie Forleo, Melanie Duncan, Gina DeVee, Stacia Pierce, right? These are people who I look up to and I say, wow, your life is a reflection of what I know my life was born to be. Not that I want to be them. I don't want to be them. I love who I am, but I can see in who they are a connection to who God has called me to be. Okay. So that's the examples of people who I see doing that which I know I was born to do. Right. The bottom piece is the income sources. What are the income sources that you want incorporated in your life? I have 9. Okay. So mine is VIP days, monthly membership sites, destination intensive, speaking, live events and workshops, affiliate programs, evergreen courses, e-commerce sites, info products, and real estate investments, right? So these are the 9 different pieces of my income puzzle that I have here. Okay. That's the income. What do you want your income to look like? And I know these are pieces because on my wall, if I show you guys my wall, all this stuff is on my wall. Those are my income streams that I put together last year of 2014 for 2015. I have my money map there showing how I'm going to get to my 1.2 million for the year. I have a check written out, so this isn't stuff that I'm trying to like put on Front Street, y'all. This is what I do on a day-to-day basis. Okay. Awesome. All right. So income streams, income streams are there. On the other side is communication. What is the best way in which you share your message with the world? What are those ways in which you communicate your message, your voice, your gift, your talent, your skill with the world? So I have YouTube videos, right? Doing video shows, podcasting, speaking events, writing books, and destination intensives. So these are like ways in which my connection to the world occur. Doing these shows, doing podcasts, doing, I love doing retreats, destination intensive. Shalonda, you didn't go with us, when we went to Jamaica. So Shalonda, remember, we took 28 people to Jamaica, 2 years ago, right? These are the kind of things I want to do. I want to take a group to Paris, to Bali, to Dubai, right? So these are the things, communication, showing people how to live their dream and also teaching them how to begin to incorporate their dream, right? So then the upper piece up here was what I don't want to do. The things I absolutely don't want to do, hate doing, don't want to be bothered with doing, and refuse to do, or have a goal to get off my list that I don't want to do. All right. So I put over here, running my multiple areas of my business. I don't want to do that. When you first get started in business, you are really boastful about the fact that you do everything. But when you start maturing in business, you realize you shouldn't be doing nothing but what you're good at doing. So I don't want to be running my business. I don't want to do social media marketing no more. That's cute, but no, I'm going to hire a team to do social media marketing. I don't want to be the one sending out autoresponder messages to my people. No, I hire somebody to do that. I don't want to do all that stuff because my gift is in this middle piece: speaking, training, teaching, traveling, and writing. Traveling is not necessarily a gift, it's a goal, but those are my core things. If I got to write something to put into the email autoresponder, yes, but I'm no longer exhausting my energy wanting to be the marketer behind my marketing. No, that's not my goal anymore, right? So what I don't want to do, I don't want to sit at a computer all day. I'm a marketer. I've been doing that for 8 years, since 2007, right? I don't want to do that no more. It's not cute to me anymore. It's lonely. It's isolating. It's frustrating. My gift is in connecting to people. So I don't want to sit behind a computer all day. I don't want to deal with low-level conversations. I'm not going to exhaust any energy with people that are not in an intentional space to grow in life. You're not going to catch me gossiping. I'm not going to be caught up in the drama. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on your problems. I'm not going to be sitting up here beefing with, I ain't got time for that. Let's talk about progression in life. Where are you going? What do you want to do? And how do you want to get there? Right? So those are kind of in exchange time for money. I'm not doing that no more. I don't want to work to make my money. I've learned the ability and the art of leveraging your income and putting systems and processes in place that'll work for you to make money. So I don't want to exchange time for money anymore. So I wrote that out. So that was here. What I don't want to do, right? Let's skip the middle piece, the top middle piece, and go to the other side, okay? And that's the needs. What are the things that I need that are holding me back? So in mine, I put a staff. I got to get a staff in place. So I need writers. I need a technical virtual assistant. I need a social media marketer. I need a graphics designer. I need a bookkeeper, and I need strategic partners. These are things in my life that I need to have in place to grow. Because here's the deal. My income is cute, but it's not great because I'm making the same income now that I made in real estate. If I made 40 grand in real estate in 2005, it's 2015. I should be beyond that, right? I'm not being ungrateful, but I'm talking about progression. What I've learned in business is in order to progress, you need a team. You can't do everything yourself. So I realized that for me, everything about my needs boiled down to help. It's HELP. So what did I do? Yesterday, I hired a coach. I dropped the money and hired somebody that specializes in systems and processes and team development to help me get to that next level. So I put on here also, I needed a coach in my needs, right? I have their coach, boom, done, hire. Okay. So the middle piece at the top was, what are your current projects? Now, as you guys can see, I have 2, 4, 6, 7 projects at the top. The thing about this is 7 projects is cute, but it's too much. Because if you're diverting your attention in 7 different places, you're not going to make any progress, especially as one individual. So the whole goal of doing all this was to identify these current projects. Then I went back down to the bottom. Okay. I went back down to the bottom at all these income sources and I said, which one of the projects at the top will best support the income streams at the bottom? Which one of the projects at the top will best support the income streams at the bottom? Because I have 9 income streams, I wanted to know, I put next to each one, which projects will best suit that income source. So I have my bus podcast. I have some affiliate programs. I have my Nicole S. Cooper, the brand. I have my network marketing company. I have an online university that I've been wanting to start. And then I have a little hobby thing that I wanted to do, right? So essentially I went through and I identified, you guys can probably see all these little sayings, the little marks next to each of the income streams, right? I put which one best matched that income stream. And then I counted how many got the most votes, right? My Bold Unapologetic Success podcast actually was one of the top ones in my Nicole S. Cooper brand. They were tied neck and neck to support the 9 different income streams. And then my online university was next in line, right? Now, the Bold Unapologetic Success podcast, why is that a top one? Well, because that is the connection piece to my audience. All the programs come behind it. Why is the Nicole S. Cooper brand there? Well, that's where the training programs come into place. And then next is the Academy, and it supported the evergreen courses, the monthly membership, the destination intensives, right? So it allowed me to identify the 3 core areas that needed to get my attention, but I had to still get away from 3 and get down to 1. What is the one thing that if I do this, it will help me to position for everything else to fall in place? And that, my friends, it led me to my solution of where my focus needed to be. And it helped my buddy, Andrea Boulder, come to the conclusion as well, where we were both able to identify, we both had a goal. We both understood that we needed a window to create the gateway to that goal. And that's where our partnership came into play for Bold Unapologetic Success podcast. It's not just a podcast, it's a brand. But we understood that that's where we needed to place our focus, remove all the other stuff out the way. All the other stuff is there. Like my network marketing company, that's there. I'm building that, right? But this is the long-term vision that where should I be putting my energy in the additional projects that will get me to the dream goal? And it got us to the bus, right? The Bold Unapologetic Success brand. And so this is what I recommend. I just gave you guys like a $10,000 coaching session in 15, 20 minutes. Okay. This literally is a coaching program, right? If you know, I did this with Dre. I'm like, Dre, let's go through this, baby girl. We're going to get you focused because you're too good to be having your attention split. And so this, if you take the time to sit down and do this. So when we were done, I highlighted, I said, this is going on my wall. I need to look at this every single day, that when I get off track, I'm lured back into focusing on what is the one key thing that I need to focus on, that if nothing else matters, I'll be back on track to getting to my end result. This, my friends, will show you your purpose. This will show you where you need to get prepared so that you can be positioned so that you can profit. So this, my friends, is the P4 blueprint. All right. So what'd you say, Shalonda? I can't hear you.
You said the P4 blueprint. Okay, first off, I just want to say that I have copious notes. Literally writing notes, writing arrows. Like, I already knew when you came on today that I was going to have to take some notes. And I'm almost like I'm to another page on the back. And yeah, that is, you're absolutely right. You just gave us a true coaching session.
Yes, baby.
And it's perfect for this time of year.
Yeah.
Because it gets you set up in place and you're going into the new year ready. You're not getting ready or getting ready to get ready. You're ready, right?
Yeah. I was looking for my
I did have a question
go ahead.
for you on the on podcast Periscope. Famous Periscope Marketing wants to know, what is your name? Is your name Famous Periscope? You gotta tell me your name. So there are many podcast options, places to podcast. What would you recommend?
So what do you mean? What would you recommend as far as starting a podcast? Or
as far as place, Mr. World Famous. Okay. As far as the place, I'm assuming to
places
place
to
market, to actually do the podcast. Can you be a little more specific? The website.
I'm a little software.
To use that
Oh, okay. Well, that's a whole nother episode. I am getting a little bit of echo when coming back. Podcasting is a little extensive. You need the podcasting stream software. You need to be able to edit your podcast. You need to have the equipment. I have microphones all in here. My husband cleaned my office when I was gone. I just came back from a 3-week trip in Jamaica. When I came home, he cleaned my office. So I don't know where anything is. But I have every mic you can imagine. I bought tons of mics trying to try different ones. And I went and paid thousands of dollars for different podcast courses. But what it boils down to, what turned out to be my greatest podcasting tool is it's a $99 little what is it? It's in my husband's office, but it's a little recording tool, and I put my husband's boom mic from his camera. My husband's a videographer. I took his boom mic and I plugged it into this little device, this $99 device. And that's how I create my broadcast. It is actually really good quality. And then what I do is I upload that and I send it to my editor. I have a team. Remember, y'all, I don't want to do none of this stuff no more. I have an editing team. I send it to them. They upload. Once they edit it, they put the music on it. They put my intro, my outro on it. Then they go ahead and they upload it on Libsyn, Libsyn. That is the podcasting stream tool. When you use Libsyn, you then go to iTunes, set up a podcast account, but Libsyn gives you a little link to stream your podcast into iTunes. All you do is take that Libsyn link, put it in iTunes when you set up your podcast, and boom, you're on iTunes in no time. They also have tons of other ones for Android, like I forgot the other one, something Republic, where if people aren't Apple users and they're Android users, they can hear podcasts. But that's a whole nother podcast. There's a lot of details into podcasting. So hopefully that helped. Hey, Carlton.
Good. Let me know if that answered the question, Mr. World Famous. Hey, Carlton. Okay, I'll just answer the quick question. Oh, hold on. Sorry. I didn't know what I was doing.
I like Blab, though.
So you can add a person when they ask a question. You click answer question, they come into the room. That's kind of cool. Learning things every day, guys. Learning things every day. Okay, so
somebody
giving us so much.
Somebody just asked real quick. Hold on 1 second. Libsyn. They said, how do you spell it? Libsyn. Somebody just asked me, how do you spell Libsyn? Libsyn. 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 Okay? All right. No, not an L-Y. L-I. Libsyn. All right, thanks. Okay. Just wanted to share that live just in case somebody else had the question.
Okay, good. Now, time is kind of ticking. I like to respect the time of my guests. I do want to make sure I did check out your website at NicoleCooper.com. But what is the place that you would have if someone wants to connect with you, look into your coaching? Because honestly, you are just a bundle of information. Like, I'm telling you, every single time, I cannot name one time that I've spoken to you and I haven't walked away with something. Even something as simple as, one time we were at an event and I was walking out, he was like, that must be Shalonda with her hair swinging. I was like, you know what? I used a different shampoo. I think I'm going to stick to this shampoo. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, when you speak, I get something, I learn something, and it's just really appreciative. Even if it's, you're very truthful. And I can appreciate that. And I know that many people that follow you, that are connected to you, they feel the exact same way. And there are times when sometimes you'll say something, I won't catch it at that moment. But then later on, I'll see the need for that information because I just wasn't prepared when I heard it, but I always remember it. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. So with that being said, right now, going in, now that you've gotten clear on your goals, where is it that individuals can connect with you going forward? Because what it was yesterday or last week or 2 weeks ago might not be the case now that you're moving in this direction. You know what I mean?
So, yeah, I currently have my website. It's NicoleSCooper.com. Nicole S. Cooper. I think Nicole Cooper is like some random photographer or something like that. So Nicole S. as in Sam, Cooper.com is my main website. But also you can reach out to me on Facebook. Nicole S. Cooper fanpage.com, or you can find my profile, Nicole S. Cooper. Tons of great stuff coming for 2016. I hired a coach, so thank God she's going to be there to help me to get a lot of these ideas and things manifested. So you guys will see some programs being launched. Our podcast is coming out between Andrea Boulder and I, and just great things coming ahead. So NicoleSCooper.com, Nicole S. Cooper on Facebook, Nicole S. Cooper on Instagram, Nicole S. Cooper on Periscope. You catch my drift? Just Google. When I say it, dream it, Google it, do it. Just Google Nicole S. Cooper. You'll find me somewhere, somehow, some way.
I put on there Nicole S. Cooper, Google it. And that's actually what I do to do my research. I'm like, oh, okay, I know how to find her. So good stuff. Is there anything you would like to leave with the audience today? Just, last note of you giving us homework. You see, I'm like, oh, I know what I'm working on today. And I intentionally invited you on because I knew that you had something for the marketplace. I knew you had something that would connect with even the market that I communicate with. And also I was like, I'm in a position where, and maybe some mothers might agree and find themselves in the same place, where it's simply time to connect with individuals that, like you mentioned, have what you want. Examples of who is living, the ideal life, right, for you at that moment. And I've been definitely working on Bob Proctor, Winner's Image, right? And he talks about that specifically. And so when I was looking into those people, you were definitely one of the top two that came to mind. So I was like, yeah, while I'm listening to you and able to share you with the market that some may have not heard of you before, bringing more people to your market, to knowing who you are, I'm also able to, share your value with others directly from you, which is pretty awesome.
I think this is so cool. This platform is awesome. Blab. I got to get on this. So is this streaming through Periscope too, or is it just a separate platform?
It's a separate platform, but it's streaming like Periscope does, but you do it on your computer.
Oh, sweet.
So, but it's streaming live, and it'll be live until we're off it. I really enjoy it too. The more I do, the more I'm like, this is so awesome.
Yeah,
right?
we need to do this.
Real comfortable, and you see my first one, I was kind of like, and I'm like, oh yeah, what's up,
Well, and I think this is so important. If you can grab people and pull them out and have these interviews so people can get live engagement. Hey, Lysandra. Hey, Miss Janet Green. When you can pull people live and get that connection piece and allow them to kind of witness the conversations that we may have over lunch live, this is awesome. And thank you for pulling me out. I feel like a lot of times, guys, and this is the thing, a lot of times your gift comes out in the middle of activity. You ask, what do I want to leave people with? Get engaged in something. A lot of times you want to sit back and think and plan and think and wonder and pray and think. Get out of your head and get into the activity mode of doing something that falls in alignment, right? So in other words, make a decision to move forward and to do something, because a lot of times it's not until you're engaged in the activity that you get the revelation of where your gifts are. We talk about purpose, preparation, and positioning, and many of you are wondering, what is my purpose? I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing with my life, but you got to go do something. Network marketing, as crazy as it sounds, showed me my gift. When I got into network marketing and it put me in the front of the room, it showed me the power of my ability to speak. I may not have made no money in several of the first couple of companies I got in, but it was the platform that gave me a voice. And so you never know how you're going to discover your journey unless you're engaged in doing something that will give you a platform to bring it out. This right here is a warm up for 2016. This interview and just, I can't believe that me and Dre just did this yesterday. And today it falls in alignment with purpose, preparation, positioning, and profit. And so, things fall in alignment when you are committed to doing something. Be in an action mode, guys. Doesn't mean you don't have your quiet moments and your reflection periods, but don't live your life in a tank waiting for some perfect stars to align. Just get out there and get to work. And thank you for having me, Shalonda. This was rather wonderful, my friend. I love it. I think I'm going to start blabbing because I'm a blabber. So blabber should be.
This really is the perfect platform for you. I was a little bit, when I was first thing on, I was like, I think she's been on here before.
No, someone was trying to do an interview with me before and it didn't quite work out. So this is my first interview and I think it is awesome. I think it's awesome. So all the comments and engagement, you get to see who's on here. This is freaking amazing. Love it. Carlton said this is made for both of y'all.
Well, thank you everybody for joining us. I'm going to let Nicole Cooper get back to her day, but I do want to let you know you can see the replay on the profile, blab.in/Shalonda Gordon. And I'm sure I'll be sending, I'll download the video and be sending it to Nicole. So more likely to be on her content as well. And also, guys, remember you can reach Nicole S. Cooper. Google it, right? Her mantra, dream it, Google it, do it. She gave us an amazing assignment today that if you're really ready to explore your business in 2016, don't wait, get your notes, get to the replay, listen to it again, do the exercise, right? Do the exercise and decide exactly what's going to best benefit you to reach your goals in 2016. Nicole, it is an honor as always. I look forward to actually having another interview with you.
Yes, we must do this again.
About this.
Yes. We must have crumpets crumpets and tea next time, my friend, while we do this interview. I love this. This is my blabbing moment, my blabbing platform. I'm going to be a blabber.
Yay!
Awesome. So thanks for having me, y'all. Thanks for joining us, guys. Look out for the replay and share it with your friends.
Thanks, everybody. Bye. Have a great one.
Bye. This is so freaking amazing. I love it. First, did you enjoy that? Did you enjoy? Yes. Hey, Xavier. So y'all get to see the meeting after.
We're still live. We're just not recording.
Are we still live? So y'all see Shalana.
That's what's so amazing at this platform. Look, people can be literally like flies on the wall. You know what I'm saying? It's staying after you say bye. They're like, oh yeah, I'm finna get the good stuff. See, now it's the after show. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're like me, I used to stay to the after party.
Yeah, it's about the conversations after the conversation, right? It's the event after the event. Yes, it's that.
Yes.
Thank you, Keisha.
And here, let me show you something else too that you can do. So I like lock this bottom seat, right? But I can unlock it and like I could bring out Carlton.
Oh, so you bring out other people?
You got camera, Carlton.
Oh, I gotta get me a Blab account. So how do I set up one? What do I need? How do I set up a Blab account?
You have one that's connected to your Twitter.
Oh, so Twitter got Periscope and Blab, baby. Twitter said y'all thought we were the underdogs. What? They about to supersede Facebook. Oh, Carlton is coming out. Hey, Carlton.
What is
that? Oh my God. It's a family reunion. I can't sing, but let's sing. It's a family reunion. Hey, oh.
I wanted to make sure the platform can handle both of y'all at the same time. So
Carlton, we miss you. What's going on? Oh, that is so cool. So you can have a conference. How many people can get on here?
You can have 4 people in a
4
room.
people at the same time, yeah.
Oh
but
my God.
unlimited people can watch you on the side. I mean, you can have all kinds of people on the side.
Technology is so amazing. I'm falling more and more in love with my geek ways.
And I think Blab is like since March. I think Blab started in March or something like that. It's been live.
But when did Periscope start? Is Periscope was it 2015 or 2014?
February 2015 too, I think.
Yeah.
They both just started this
Somebody said Facebook was about to buy. If Facebook buy Twitter out, they're gonna have a monstrosity of an integration.
Oh my God.
They're gonna be going pound for pound with Google if they could.
I know, yeah, it'd be crazy. I know Facebook is playing around with a thing like Periscope called Facebook Mentions, but they only gave it to like select people. Like Grant Cardone has it, and like some stars. Even Lawrence Tam got it. I don't know how you got access to it. You probably got some inside track. But so it's like Periscope. Like you could start a scope on Facebook, but it's called Facebook Mentions.
Oh my God! This is so exciting. This is
You got 007 on here. In case
I was gonna say we should know.
Oh,
So
everything.
Yeah. Look, your Colin Carlton is marketing news with Carlton. Marketing news with Carlton. Let me give you the update on what's happening over here in Facebook world. Let me tell you what's happening in Instagram world. That might be your wealthy place, Carlton.
I'm gonna tell y'all, just don't get on Blab late at night. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Why?
It's crazy. There's a whole lot of off the record foolishness on here.
Oh, people be
Yeah.
talking live. Oh, this is awesome. This was so lovely, but I got to go. I look better on Periscope than I do.
Good seeing you, huh?
I look like I got a facial tan. No, I'm saying by the Periscope. I ain't saying by the Black family. I like this. I just love this. Hey, I was ready to do some stuff.
I'm excited to be the first to get the interview.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, you know, Tashawn had tried to get me to do an interview before, but for whatever reason, it didn't work. And we were trying to reschedule, but I went to Jamaica. So I was gone. So, yeah, you caught me, Shalonda. You started something, girl. You done brewed up something in the pot.
See, I had to listen to that I had an interview yesterday and today, and I was like, it's just been so, like, I got my life back. You know, just from interviewing, got the notes. Because my goal is just to push through. Gotta keep pushing.
Yeah, she's on.
Yeah.
She's strong.
Hey, Carlton, your
Bust all
wife
the way.
is looking amazing.
Yeah, she was. She's doing.
Yes.
She's blabbing on it. She's been blabbing now. She was doing Blog Talk Radio, and she discontinued that and now started blab. So she'll be blabbing tonight. She'll be on.
Look, Carlton, you done got 50 props and you just got on. Get it, Carlton. Get it.
Oh, thank you. I didn't even
Yeah.
I
Get
wasn't
it.
even thinking about it.
Yeah.
Give me that 007.
Jess, yes, I'm in Austin. I'm in Round Rock, so I'm right under Waco. I'm close to you.
007. Ooh, right there.
I meant to tell, when I saw you in Jamaica, I meant to hit you anyway. So you gotta bring me a bottle of Henny White.
You should have told me. I would have brought you whatever you wanted. I was there so long. I could have found the bootleggers in Jamaica for you if you wanted me to.
Oh, Lord.
Look, I went there for 5 days. It turned into 3 weeks, and then we were gonna go stay for this month, but we had to wait and get some stuff in order. But yes.
I was like, she's trying to get the whole, cut the whole island down. I said, she had a whole island right
Hey, that's my second home, baby. I got family in Jamaica now. But I said, I don't know if I can vacation the same like I did. Because it's kind of like you go to, like I'm from LA. So when you go to LA, you're going to visit family. So you don't really get to do the vacation thing. So I think now when I go to Jamaica, it's going to be like, it's cute, but I got folks in Ocho Rios, Mo Bay, King, so I'm going to have to visit. And it's going to be different. But I love it. It was great. It was great. So this was lovely, my Periscope people. Oh, so let me tell y'all something, okay? I'm launching. I'm going to say I'm launching nothing. I hate that word now because it sounds like you're always doing something new. I'm not doing nothing new. I'm just on this whole new journey, right? Of getting my body right. Like I was talking about with this fitness thing. I'm on a fitness kick. I said, I got to stop having muffins in the muffin top. We don't want no muffin top no more. I love cupcakes, but I got to dump them, okay? I love sweets, but I can't have no muffin top. So anyway, I'm starting this thing. I don't want to say start. I hate that word now. Because it's like you're starting something all the time. But anyway, I am on a journey. That sounds more. And it's going from geek to glam, right? And in this journey, it is the intention that although we work from home, we get dressed every day, right? You put on clothes. So you caught me. I just got out the shower, Shalonda. I got a confession. I was cleaning up to the last minute. Washing clothes, wiping the island, cleaning dishes. I'm like, oh, snap, I got to do an interview in 20 minutes. So long story short, I went shopping the other day. And I'm a bargain shopper because I believe in frugal finds. And the reason why is because you got to put your finances in the right place. And you don't want to put it in things that depreciate, not appreciate. So I found this consignment store. And I'm now finding all kind of consignments. Y'all saw my kids' Jordans for $10? Bam, baby.
Yeah, I was about to say, you can find some size 11s for my son.
I find them, but I found this new place for all of my designer people called Clothes Mentor, right? We found it here in Austin. It's called Clothes Mentor. Let me tell you, baby, Dana Buckman, Perrier, whatever you name it, for all these little name brand stuff. I got me a leather skirt. It's cute. It's not a typical leather skirt. It was $900. You wonder how much I got it for? I got it for $20, right?
What?
So I'm going to start sharing my geek to glam journey with the clothes that I find, my journey to fitness and all that stuff. It's going to be on my Instagram account. So y'all stay tuned because we're going to start talking about money. I just got my financial advisor. I got a wealth manager now. Hey, now. Put a wealth manager in place so we can get wealth. Who cares about how much you make? How much are you keeping in your pocket?
Right. And pass it on.
God, yes. So anyway, I just had to share because I have on one of my little frugal fine shirts. It's not the cutest little shirt in the world, but it was a cute little throw on today. I was proud. My little $8 shirt.
That's what I'm talking about. Look, Kissy got me hip to that because she jumped in a bunch of these Facebook groups called Thrifting, like there's Thrift in Atlanta and all these other groups. And really hit me to that going and looking at like Goodwill and stuff like you think like Goodwill's like, oh my God.
I get all my kids' uniforms from Goodwill. $2.
I was like, yeah.
$2.
Nice
yes.
blazer for like $5.
Holton Bug said that.
Yeah.
He said he would go to the thrift stores when he didn't have the money and find the high quality clothes in the thrift stores until he could afford to get his own made. And think about it. And I told my sister-in-law the other day, I said, I give away stuff to the Goodwill, and half the time it's the best quality stuff with brand new tags on it that we never use. So I started thinking, well, shoot, if I'm giving away good stuff and all my friends give their good stuff away to Goodwill, why don't I go comb the aisles? Now, at first, I was a germaphobe and I was freaking out. But I realized that's why you got some Tide and you got Febreze and you got Snuggle. Throw it in the washer and you get all my kids' uniforms. My sister-in-law was busting up at me because I said, my son is growing. He's wearing a size 8. He's 3. Him and Chloe wear the same size. Okay, long story short. And I said, he needs new uniforms. He keep growing, right? I said, hold on. She had the kids in the car. I said, I'm going to hop out real quick. Let me run into Goodwill. Ran in Goodwill, came out with some Puma, a Puma sweatsuit. I just bought my son a little blue and green. Y'all saw a little blue and green Adidas for $10, right? Found a Puma little sweatsuit to go with it. I got it for $2. Got all their little uniforms. You know what I mean? I don't care. Yes, I make 5 figures a month. Yes, I make a lot of good money a month. But I ain't giving it to some that depreciate. I want to stuff.
It's funny. I'm like, you watch the profit. And
yes. I love the profit.
70%. They over there making a junk for like 10 cents. The Jordans are like, they're making for like 13 cents. I don't know, in the Philippines or something. You come over here and sell them for 100 and something. It's like, no, we need to cut out the middleman.
Yes.
Cut all that retail, cut out the mall, all that. Just go there. It's the same stuff.
Well, and that's what I told her. I said, when you start thinking like an owner and not a consumer, you either going to be an owner or a consumer. And consumers just buy. But when you start thinking like an owner and you go into these stores and you thinking, shoot, I know I can, like now, I'm about to launch an e-commerce division to my business. And so I was doing some research the other day. I had this training. Training costs $3,500, but it tells you what goes on behind Amazon. So they shared that one vendor on Amazon, you know how much sales he has a day on Amazon in selfie sticks?
My God, I don't know.
Selfie sticks. $71,000 a day. Selfie sticks.
Nuts.
So what did I do? I went and looked up from a supplier, how much does it cost to get a selfie stick? It costs $1. Some of them cost less than $1, but you turn around and you sell it on Amazon from anywhere from $16 to $22. So when I start thinking, I could get me a selfie stick for $1, I don't want to pay y'all $20. No, I'll pay $20 and get 20 and go around and flip it and sell those 20 and make 20 times 20 is $400. So you just got to change your mindset. So it's, I
was laughing because I posted, I don't know if you saw it on Facebook, it was a meme that said, you didn't save $200 on Black Friday. If you thought you saved $200 on Black Friday, you actually spent $100. I don't remember how it went. But it's like you didn't save the money. You spent whatever you spent. You didn't save any money. You just.
But let me tell you what I did on Black Friday. So I went to a bookstore, a Christian bookstore.
Okay.
And there's this book that I'm reading called "Act Like a Billionaire, Become a Billionaire," right? And I gave it away when I was in Jamaica, so I had to get a new book. You got it? I love that book. Yeah. So I had it.
Scott Anderson.
Scott Anderson.
Yep, I got it. Yeah.
So I gave it away to the young mentor girl that I work with in Jamaica, Selena, right? I gave it to her. So I bought a new one. So long story short, I'm in there and I see they renovating. So they have these glass bookshelves in there. And it was $25. And I'm looking and I'm like, I asked Leia, I said, y'all selling these shelves for $25? It was like on wheels. It was a full-out, blown-out shelf. And she said, yeah. I said, for $25. She said, yeah. I said, how many you got? She said, 12. I said, I'll take all 12. $300. So I told my husband, I said, listen, you take these shelves and sell them for $150 to $200 on Craigslist. So you take these 12 shelves, you sell it, even if you sell it for $150 times 12, that's $1,800. If you sell it for $200 times 12, that's $2,400. I spent $300.
Yeah.
That's my Black Friday shopping.
That's it right there.
Yeah, like why get caught up? So anyway, I'm on a tangent, but yeah, I'm telling y'all, I'm having fun learning how to think smart and not think. My friend took me shopping when I was decorating the house and she picking up stuff. I said, I got a budget, baby. No, I got a budget and it has to be within a certain range. And if we go over that, this stuff got to wait. So it's just learning. It's learning. But I'm talking about this journey. Y'all know Tracy taught us a lot of this stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Tracy taught us a whole process of the money piece. So now it's really engaging and doing it the right, following the lead that she started. Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's good stuff.
So yes, Law. Anyway, this was lovely. I love my blabbers. But, We have to blab more often. I love it.
World.
Carlton, we miss
Yes,
you.
I have to be Carlton.
We miss you,
Huh?
DJ Carlton. Okay, so I gotta
I
follow.
know. Man. What is Tony at? You know you gotta put him on for a second. He in the back somewhere.
Let me. He came in here and closed the door. I guess I was too loud. That's what he came and snuck in. He snuck in and closed
That
the door.
sounds like him right there. That sounds just like him right there. He like, oh Lord, he like,
He snuck in and closed the door.
ooh.
Yeah. So anyway, I got so much stuff to do. I need to get ready. I'm doing a training tonight, a marketing training. So
Oh, okay, good stuff. Yeah, we gotta crank it up for December. We gotta finish strong.
2016, y'all. 2016. We're going
I
into
can't believe it
2016.
flew by, but we got
2016. So gotta
We
get.
have like 30 days left. I'll be 42 in 42 days.
Will you be 42? You in your 40s?
I'll be 41, actually. I'll be 41. Look, I'm trying to go too fast. I'll be 41.
Well, slow it down, because you can't. I mean, you can't slow it down. So just slow up.
Y'all
Tell
old.
I know, right?
I know.
45 is where it's at.
I'm
But we
still.
turning up
Yeah,
good.
I'm still in my
Oh, yeah.
30s. I'm still in my 30s. Yes.
Oh,
Next year I'll still be in my
I
30s.
I remember those.
I wouldn't go back. I love 40s. They're fabulous.
40s and do 20. I'm telling you, 40s and do 20 anyway. You hit 40, you just don't care.
Remember the
Change
book.
the whole attitude about life.
Yeah, but remember, y'all. Here's the beautiful thing about 40s. Remember the book Start? Remember we talked about that at the Denver. 20s you're learning, 30s you're editing, and 40s you're mastering. So 40s is the age of mastery.
It is, man. It is.
Yeah.
Time to master.
You know yourself, and you know, and that's once you know yourself, you like that's what I know, and that's how I am. And
Yeah.
you don't like it, deuces.
Sandra, she's going to be 45 in 2016 too. 2016 is going to be a fun year.
Yeah, I'm
Party
party.
poppin'.
Yeah, the party's gonna be live, and we got a Hawaii event right after the birthday, so that's what I'm planning on doing all that, man.
This year, 45
Yeah, 45 and 20.
in Atlanta.
No, it's gonna be my birthday's in Atlanta. You know, the party's gonna be in Atlanta, and then right that February 1 through the 3rd is the Hawaii event. So we're going right into that.
Oh. It's in February.
Yeah, February 1st through the 3rd.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Hawaii, hey now. Yeah, I saw something about that.
It's gonna be,
gonna be
good stuff. I
awesome.
can't wait.
Awesome.
Hawaii is amazing. I love Hawaii.
I love
I ain't
it.
never been, so you know I'm excited.
It's pricey.
It's so fun.
Double, everything gonna be double.
it's-
You want to go to IHOP over there? You're gonna pay $20 for breakfast thing versus 10.
They ain't got no Waffle House. They ain't got Waffle House over there.
No.
It's still America. Look, it's still America. I'm like, look.
Okay, that's funny because when I was over there, there's like this wall that has the American flag, and I remember looking at my mom like, "Why is that American flag over here?" And she was like, "You're in America." I was like, "No, I'm not." She was like, "Yes, you are."
Hawaii?
Oh yeah, that's right.
You so funny. Puerto Rico. Look, Puerto Rico is American now, child.
Puerto Rico, they should have Waffle House in Puerto Rico too, though.
You so funny. They don't even have no Waffle House in California. Tell them get there first. Roscoe's is the Waffle House in California.
Don't they have a Huddle House instead of Waffle House? What's a Huddle House?
Ugh, Huddle House is
That's the
nasty.
bootleg version. But it's the same.
Is that the
price.
bootleg?
Yeah, it's like the bootleg version. We got it here in Georgia.
We do Waffle House over here. We do?
Yeah, it's
I know. Huddle House.
all they do.
Oh. Pay attention because it's not Waffle House. Waffle House saved my life in my 20s. I tell you, those nights when you shouldn't be driving.